Hello everyone, I'm Nuno the Second and today we are here for round number 9 of Ultimate League Season 12 Sim. And today we are here racing Yonggam in South Korea for the Korean Grand Prix. As you can see, we are already on the penultimate round of the season. I can't believe that it's really gone so quickly. But yeah, today we have a very important day for 4 different drivers. It's Buda, Nadi and Soban, the anti-amazing, the top 4 of the championship, only separated by 18 points. And it's a very crucial day because they are gonna try to set the most realistic chances for next race to get the title. So let's then take a look at the standings right here. Here we go, it's Buda leading the way, then Nadi only 6 points behind. And then we got Sobol here in 17 points, then Anti's 18 points behind, so that's the top 4 right there. Then we got here Hugo in P5 and yeah, doing a very solid championship. And today we're having a new driver on the grid, it's Charge JT, the winner of the real Singapore Grand Prix here finally today. He could have racing in the Sing Race in Singapore, but the time that Ramses announced his retirement, yeah, I've already recorded the race, so basically I'm still race on that race, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna watch this video, Rams, but in case you do, I wish you the best, and yeah, hope you have a great life. So either way, let's then also take a look at the team championship. We got LSA leading the way. They got 10 points on full force, and they are leading now by 17 points. Compared to their title rivals there, they've got their 90 edge in third. They're pretty much solidifying that third place there. As FCR did not got the best of races, 21 points. Although looks like that was the 5th best finish for them, but yeah, this is how it's looking. Well, still also got this battle here for P6. It's been going for quite a lot of time here in this season. Mayhem versus RMC for P6, the two teams that battle for Constructors Championships in like season 9, and I'm not sure if they fought for it in season 10, maybe not, it was against LSA. But yeah, in season 9 those two teams were battling for the Constructors and now they're battling for P6. But either way, let's then take this out. Now we got here the grid setup for the qualifying. It's as always based on the drivers qualifying average. As we got here, Buda now this time leading the way. Usually would be Hernandi, so you can see how things change here. Charge JT will be in P6, so yeah, it should be interesting. And now we got, I think, all the settings ready for this. 10% rain qualifying, as once again it never rains in qualifying here. It's so weird. As we got the tire wear free, it's a very recent addition. And then all the soft tires and collisions off. So without any further ado, let's then straight up to qualifying. So we got here a bit of a black screen. Still loading, but here we go. Oh, we're gonna have a... Oh my god, we are having a rain start here. For the first time it's raining in qualifying. Oh yeah, it is raining in qualifying. For the first time, finally. Oh, that is so great. That is really great. Let's see right now, this is lagging a little bit and I don't like it. But here we go, we are having rain here. Let me show the fastest lap. Let's see who's gonna do the fastest lap right now. I think we got Nadi. No, Nadi's not leading the way. He's leading the way here in qualifying, but not in terms of laps. But yeah, it looks like we are having a little bit of a delay here. And of course, these laps with the Inters will not be the fastest. And will they pit right now? I think they won't. Some might still do it, or they all gonna stay out. Yeah, they all gonna stay out on the next lap. Doesn't really make sense though. It's gonna be completely dry lap. So yeah, looks like it's now the anti-amazing here leading the way. So this basically allowed the top drivers to put themselves actually at the top. So, but let's see right now. We got Nandi here now, the one at the front. Can he put himself at the front after this run of pit stops though? You see now everyone pitting for the soft tires. It's the only tire available apart from the inters and the wets. But here you go. It looks like to be a Nani versus Anti battle here for pole positions right now. So you got also Charge AT there in third. Then you got Kubo and Buddha. Then he's promotions and Mario Frias. Usually when it comes to the ratings, I make them based in on their average finish, but for Charge AT I have to change it a bit because his average, he has been everywhere, as you might know. He was last in his first race of the season, and then he got first on the last one, and he's been like in the midfield as well, and he's literally been everywhere, and it's not a very so the average finish for him is not really representative of the level that he's racing right now. So yeah, I tried to put him, I think, a little bit ahead of Corvid and not sure, I think better also than Anti and Grandi, so that's his level when it comes to the ratings that I've been updating them very often lately, and yeah, I don't remember exactly where I put everyone, but either way we got Pumushes on provisional pole right now, and I think they cannot improve on this lap yet. This tire is already too old. Although Anti has improved, he's only P6 right now though, so not totally ideal, but Buddha is only P8 as well. It's the first time he starts at the front on this qualifying, but he's only P8 right now. As he got also Marion Freeze in P2, doing pretty well for qualifying. Her strength is not usually in qualifying, it's usually in the race. But if she's already doing this well, then she might really be a threat to the front drivers. But yeah, soon they should be thinking about pitting, as we're gonna have rain here. Oh, this is really bad for Buddha. He's not gonna have a chance to improve because it's only wet laps right now. And finally, on run number 9, we are having rain in qualifying. It's a complete new thing. And of course, as you might know, it completely screws up some drivers, but there could be situations where the rain makes the qualifying very interesting, where it's raining for most of the time, and then right in the end, it's when things start to shake up, because some will take the drive and others don't. And yeah, we already saw that happening on Central Park Sim race, where I did not record, but it was crazy as hell. Like only 3 drivers or something, like they pitted for Jais in the end, and they got fastest laps than everyone else because of that. And one of those drivers was like Glatzy, so it's how much of a shake-up it can have. But they're gonna have to stick with these wet laps. So let's take a look at here the qualifying results. We got Pumushes leading the way. He might have another pole position here. He's been quite overpowered in qualifying for some reason. As then you got Marion Frias starting from second place, and it's Nandi there in third. We got Charge AT doing pretty well in P4. Then it's Solo in P5, Anti in P6, and it's Stolen and Buddha. We got Shirun in Corvid, Rosim, Kubo, Randy, Andres, Iris, Kraft, Kado, and Glatzy. So yeah, that's the green ground basically. I don't think I will actually need to do this again for the. Well, basically the grid, like I already did this already, so yeah, I might just skip that part basically because the qualifying is already over here. But yeah, this will be crazy. Like looks like Nani will be the one on the best position right now out of that top 4, as you might already know it. I think Kanti and Sob are the ones who really need to gain points off Nani and Buddha. They're the ones who are further away. And yeah, Nani might really find himself in a really good position to take the title, or for the title decider on the next round in Venezuela in the Paradisa, which was made by Buddha, and I then made the night's version of it. But here we go. Qualifying is over, and his Pumushes will start on pole position. I think it might be his third already. This is crazy. But yeah, we've got 60 laps. It's a very long race actually. It might be obviously the track is quite short, but it's very slow at the same time. There's too many corners left and right. So it might be one of the longest races of the season, if not the longest. Actually, the longest should be the next round in Paradise, because it's the finale and the finale is always a longer race. But either way, yeah, we got here Promotion starting at the front, we got Snuddy here looking out with Sobel, and Charge IT doing a solid job here. Before, actually, it looks like he's tied there with Sobel, and yeah, you got here Anti, then I stole his words, and Bullet starting from P8, it's not gonna look good. And yeah, that's what I can say. Kato also not doing that well in qualifying. Randy only P13, Full only P12, so some disappointment here. We got also, I stole his words, starting in the top 10, I think that's pretty great. But I think the biggest surprise is certainly Pemush's pole position. It's gonna be interesting. Drivers are not really involved on this title fight, putting himself up there, so this could be a very interesting race. I'm actually very curious to see how it's gonna be with the AI, because there's too many corners. It means that the difference might not be that big here, because it's usually when they are long stages when they can make the difference to each other. So either way, let's go then to the race. 60 laps here in Korea, and here we go, they are racing in UL. We got here Promotion with a very slow start. As you can see, he coming to the turn 1 and now into turn 2. As we got now Promotion still keeping the lead with Nadi there in third, and we got Charge AT trying to get on the side of Sobel. Can it work well? No, it doesn't. As we see now Nadi trying to take second place there from Iron Freeze. Can he do it there? No, he can't. He's gonna have to settle for second, and this might be a very hard track for overtaking, so the qualifying may have been a very important thing. As you got here Buddha right now on the inside of Journey. Can he take the position? I think he can. Here he goes, Buddha up to P8 right now, but now Journey is gonna fight him back here. Buddha really needs to climb up those positions and not lose that much time with the Belarusian. As you got here then Sobel, he P4 with, I stole his words. Then you got Anti and Charge AT there. Looks like Buddha really managed to get rid of the RMC driver. And here we go now, Charge on the inside. The first ever British winner, not on this sim but in the actual championship. As we got here some lag, I don't know why it happens sometimes. But yeah, we got here is Marine Freeze in second, and it's Nutty Sobel. I stole these words in his Anti-Bulan and Charge AT. Look at how close this grid is. For some reason, what the hell happened with Let's and Andres? They have both pitted already. What the hell happened there? They're both running quite further away already, like 9 seconds behind, but they have a pit already. They must have pushed each other off. Sometimes it happens, the AI pushes each other off the track in a quite weird way. Maybe they've done that very close to the pits. So that's already a big disaster for those two. Not that they would finish, probably not finish too high either way, but still it's not great to already be that far behind. And I think they got it again, like I just saw it on the mini map. So they're just slowing each other down. This might be a very easy track to do that, as I see some other drivers doing it. I think it's crazy, and there is Craig not having a good race today. This might certainly be a day to forget. Kubazel only P14. This is quite a big disaster for him as well. He's been constantly in the top 5 in the last few races, but not today it seems. As right now it's Promotions leading the way. But yeah, we got then Marine Freezy in second place. And Promotions still keeping the lead. That's a very solid race. You got then Sobel, he in third place, and you got Nandi. Then I stole these words now. Bullet tries to go for the inside. Doesn't work well. As he gets here, we're gonna have a rain again. Here he goes. We're gonna have the first rain of the race. And I say it's again because yeah, we already got it in qualifying. But here we go now. Everyone going to the pitch for those wet tires. And his Promotion is gonna be leading the way still, as we got then Marion in second and Sobel third. He's got, oh my god, oh my god, Charge AT trying to pit. He went backwards there. But here he goes, he managed to pit in the end, but Jesus Christ, he may have lost some time there, as he's only in P8 right now. We got then Journey Craft here battling for the last top 10 spots here. And then you got here, it's Rosim, then Corvin and Kalu did a quite good start. He started from P17, but now battling here with Gradius now on his recovery. Jarvis now is Kubo now falling down some positions, only P16. He's not really doing that well. Oh my god, he's really not doing that well. As then you got Charge AT, then it's Buddha, I stole his words, then it's Anti. And then you got here Promotions and now Marine Freeze. Marine is now trying to put the pressure there on the Swedish driver. as now they're starting to lap some drivers already. You got here Andres in last place, and right ahead is Gletzi there in P17. Let's see now Marian Friese now putting on the pressure for the lead of the race. Can she get past the Swedish driver? Here we go. Here she goes right now. Marian Friese takes the lead of the race on lap 10. So yeah, it's 1/6 of the race already done. And it's Marian Friese leading the way, then Pamush is in second. And then we got here Sobol now in third, now putting pressure there on second place Pamush's. There's Nelly right now in P4, then you got Antti there. And Buddha, the championship leader, only P7 today. That's really not ideal for him. He only had 7 points, I think, ahead of Hernandi. So this might be really interesting. I think soon after the race I should certainly do the standings and post them somewhere, because it's might be really important for people to know what will be the standings after this race and before the next race, before I make the video, of course, so we could build some hype for the final round. We got now Marian Friese leading the way, then it's Pamush's, and then it's Sobo here. Everyone quite close to each other, although some gaps are starting to form right now. We got here Wood in P6, now lapping Letzi on the outside. And then you got here Istos was in P7, he's doing pretty well. In the actual championship he's not really done that many top 10s, but here I think you got some. Then you got here Argentin only P8, then you got Gironi, then Kraf just closing that top 10. We got here Corvid as well, and Rosim and Grandi. But you know, Klubo looks like he has managed to pass the race now up to P15, but it's still not enough for him. Although on the Discord server it said that he is not that great on this track, but Jesus Christ, I would not expect him to be this bad. He got 10 promotions right here with Sobol. And yes, Sobol now trying to put some pressure there on the BAR driver. Then we got here Nandi P4. We got some change of position. Looks like some drivers already going to the pits. You got here Charge JT be the first driver to do it. Then you got here Kraft and Gironi bidding for soft tires. Can he get some undercut on the drivers at the front? This could be a crucial moment, because right now it seems to be really hard for drivers to get closer to each other. So yeah, that's one of the big things about this race. You can see we got some conflicts there in the pits. There you got here Nani leaving the way now in P4, going for the hard tires. I think the strategy might certainly be interesting on this track, because it might be more crucial than the battling here. But now we got Sobol getting really close there to Pamushas for that second place. But now he has lost some time. It's really tricky to follow someone on the track like this. But now we got here the freeway battle for P12. You got now Razim try to go for the outside, now the inside line, and there he goes. That's a really solid move there. Can Cadel fight back though? I don't think he can, so Razim has got in P13. That's a really nice move there from the Mayhem driver. And then we got Sobel once again getting very close there to Pamushas. As Marian Friese tried to run away, but now Sobel sets the fastest lap of the race, 22.32. That's a very solid lap there. As now we got here Ruiz slowing down Pamushas. This could be very controversial there. And here we go, Sobel takes the move there for second place. And I think that's because of Ruiz slowing him down. Ruiz pushing Pamushas wide. And Sobel says thank you very much, and he takes second place right now. Now he's off to the chase there on Marian Friese. Oh my god, he gained actually more than a second on her. So Marian Friese might starting to feel threatened there. But the Dutchman, the one who's leading the actual championship right now in the real UL season, as they got here Hernandi on the hards, getting chased off by Antti. He's feeling him on his mirrors, or looking at him in his mirrors, as you got Antti trying to find a way past, but it's not easy on this track. As then you got Bulle getting closer in P6, actually doing quite a solid kind of recovery. He started from P8 up to P6 right now, as we have completed already 1/3 of the race. There are not that many battles happening, but this feels like a real life race, actually. A race where it's really hard to overtake. They really need to be smart and take the good opportunities and stuff like that. As you can see, we got also kind of a battle here for P8. It's Journey, I stole these words, and then Kraft there in P10. As Granny's up here to P12, doing a solo recovery, I would say. He also started from quite far at the back. And he was quite down in the order at some point. But yeah, we got here Buddha getting really close there to Anti. The big question should be where they will pit, because we could see one trying to undercut the other, or Anti tried to prevent Buddha from undercutting. And I think Hanadi is certainly getting closer to Pamushis. Pamushis is having some struggles here. They're starting in the lead, but he has already lost the lead to Marian, and then lost second place to Sobol after some bad luck there with lapping your wrist. And then we have this kind of a train here now. From P8, and I saw these words Kraft, Corvid and Grundy. They all started to race very close to each other. As Corvid and Grundy have started to gain as they have the hard tires. And I think those softs are really starting to get pretty old. But here he goes now, Corvid on the inside line. He cannot really make the move. But now it should be easier. He has a better exit there and now goes for the outside. Can see Grundy getting very close as well. Can they make the move there? As we see Kras still on the inside and on the outside. But now he goes into the pits. But now Grundy is on Corvid's tail there. As you can see here, I think some drivers are already leaving the pits. I think, yeah, Buddha is already pitted. So he's pulling the undercut on Anti. This could be very crucial. There goes Anti to the pits. Can Buddha make the jump on him? That is what we want to know. And here goes Charge JT is gonna pass him. But he's still yet to pit, and here he goes. Buddha makes the undercut stick. But can he now keep that P6 right now on Anti? As if he see here some big battles, I still resorted to the pits. Grant and Corvid of course will not pit right now, they have the hearts. And then now looks like Hanani has got past Pamushas in the meantime. He's up to second place with 10 Sabo leading the way, as of course Marion Freeze already pitted for the third time and she's going to the with softs once again. But the things are really started to get looking very interesting. Sabo is still in championship contention, even though he started this season in a very bad way, only P16 in Malaysia. But he has managed to fight his way back throughout this season, and now he's having some chances right now, good chances right now. As Sobo is the one, he's 17 points behind Buddha, but now he's gaining at least 15 points with Buddha right now in P5. But Woody started trying to climb his way up to the order today, as he got here a battle between Marion Freeze and Pamushas. Pamushas still yet to pit, but Marion already has got past him. Because he's not looking that great for Pamushas. But now she's already getting very close there to Sobon. Nandi goes to the pits right now. Sobon's very old mediums. As you can see here, oh, Marion Freeze is getting very slow down there by the Swedish driver. Can she get rid of him? Because she has much better tires than him. And now you see it's his teammate there. Trying to get past him, or trying to unlap her. So, oh my god, he's not looking that great. But yeah, now Salva finally goes to the pits. Pamush is gonna follow him as well. Actually, yeah, Pamush did a really good job to catch up to Sobel there. But here we go now. The taxis are really close on this race, and I think rain could really change a lot of things to then put everyone on the same tire. But now we got Marion Freeze leading the way with much older tires. We got then Nandi here in P2, and then you got Buddha, then it's Anti, then it's Sabo and Pamushas. That is the top 6 of this race right now. But yeah, we got some drivers here only separated by 8 seconds or something. And also we got here Scorvid versus Grady, the battle for P10 at the moment. So we got then the leader of the races. We got, oh my god, what happened there? I think we've got some battles at the front as well. We got a battle here for second place right now. With Buddha having much older tires, Hanani's gonna try and get the pass on him, and here he goes on the inside. And then he takes the lead of the race because Marion is pitted for the 4th time already. So these are the tactics. Marion has the most recent tires, but she has an extra pit stop already. So I'm not sure if Marion is doing the best tactics here by just using the soft tires. As you got then Buddha now trying to defend the position, but here he goes, and then he takes the lead of the race. As then you got, I think, Anti trying to do the same. but his tires are not much fresher than his. But now we got Sobel just leaving the pits here. Here he goes on each side. I don't think he just left the pits actually, but he has ready new tires. So here he goes. Let's see what can Sobel do. But now there's not really much. But now there he goes. Buda goes into the pits. Anti's gonna follow him on lap 34. Here goes. Bully's gonna be leaving on P6. Yeah, P5. Let's see. Yeah, Charge GT tires are very old, so yeah, Bully can all get rid of him. But got here Sobel in second, in Pamush's third, with Nadi leading the way, almost 2 seconds, or it says there 2.5 seconds. So Nadi is really putting on the pace right now. And then you got Marion Freeze pitting again. What? Oh! Could she have been pushing to the pits right now? By I stole these words, maybe. Oh no, I think yeah, because she has old, very new tires actually, and now she's pretty much got screwed up. She was batting for the win, but now no longer. She's only P6 right now, and her tires are not much newer than Anti's and Buda's, for example. Oh no, that's big disaster there for Maris Frias today. She could have really got a very good result. I think that's got in the way right now. I think, yeah, maybe, I think I saw these words or Reese. Probably I saw these words as he was right ahead of her. Probably as pushing her to the pits. As they wanted to pit themselves, of course. But that's a really big disaster there for Marin Frias. And we are starting getting some big gaps forming right now. We got here Carville like 12 seconds behind Gironi in P8. And then you got here some collisions. Oh my god, everyone just trying to get past everyone. And it's just huge chaos. Everyone on complete different laps. As they make no, it's a very short lap here. Let's see, we got here Gironi in P8. Then you got Andres in P18. Then you got I stole these words in P11. It's 3 drivers in 3 different laps here. And it's just pure chaos right now. It's got then Charge it into the pits. Leaving now in P8. All on very fresh, of course, hard tires. He's getting lap by Nadi there. But now we got Buda trying to catch up to the anti-amazing here for P4. 2 drives in the top 4 of the championship and still in championship contention. And the fact that it's Buda, the one who is leading the standings, coming to this race, being the one on the lowest position, it's what is making everything so interesting right now. As he got then Sobel now in second place, and now Hanani could really be on an amazing position, because he was second place, 7 points behind 7 points behind Buda. But so he might certainly gonna pass him on the standings. And I think he might be the one looking to be with the most realistic chances of getting the title. And of course he's gonna be leading the way. Oh, but look what happened there, I think with Coletzi. He's got pushed wide there, now Sobel's already on his tail. The 2 teammates might start battling, but here he goes, Nandi goes into the pits. To try and cover Sobel potentially, or a potential undercut. So there he goes, Nandi, he's gonna be going for the hearts. With 17 laps to go, or 18 laps to go, I don't think that he's going to go to the end. That will be crazy. So I think he might pit for softs at the end of the race. But yeah, here we go. I think maybe other drivers might just pit one more time until the end. That depends when they decide to pit. But right now we got Nadi trying to get past Buda as he goes around the outside. Here goes Nadi up to P4. So that's Buda hard off the way. Then we got here Marion on much better tires. She has the mediums. And now as she goes on inside of turn 3. Can she take the position there? They're still going side by side, still wheel to wheel. And now Marion Freeze keeps around the outside, and there she goes. But now Buda is still fighting back. But now you can see Buda goes into the pits. And Marion is going to stay out. So let's see, Anti goes for the mediums. I think he might have to pit again. Pamushas, I don't think so. Pamushas might have already made his final pit stop. So that's very interesting. So he's certainly going to save a pit stop compared to someone like Nandi. And that can certainly make things very interesting. And maybe make them heat up right in the end. But then now he's up to second place. He will certainly love some rain right now. But there you go, Sobel right now in second. It's a 1-2 for LSA, and Nutty has gotten a quite huge undercut right now. I believe there's 2 laps of a difference. But I'm actually wondering who is going to pit until the end of the race, or if they're all staying out with these tires until the end of the race. As we see, oh my god, Sobel letting push to the wall there with Kraft. We see also more collisions at the back here. Oh yeah, that was Charles Etienne Gironi there in the battle for P7. This has certainly been a crazy race, and it's been very usual to see drivers not being able to go side by side with each other without pushing each other wide. As now we got the Pamushes trying to lap Grundy while his teammate is right behind, but now there's just maybe some lack of communication right there. As Grundy has made a very impressive recovery, now up to P9. Kuba will be wishing that he could make something like that, but right now it's not really doing that much good of a race. Only P15. We cannot forget he won the Japanese Grand Prix just 2 rounds ago. Oh my god, and now we're having a lot of lag. What the hell is this? Please just stop it. It's lag stopping? I don't think so. But I really have no idea why it's so laggy right now. But yeah, oh yeah, stop it. It really goes now. Buddha on the inside, now the outside. Can he take on the inside once again? No, he can't. He can't really. As there's a lot of lap traffic right now. And all of those drivers are very likely not on the same lap. And it's very interesting to see this. Just pure chaos right now. But here goes Santi. Now up to P4. With Buddha now trying to pass Suris there. These two not really like each other. And now let's see Kado as well. Gonna have to let him pass, and there he goes now. Buddha up to still in P5, but yeah, he has managed to get past those 2 lap drivers. As you can see, what Pamush, Zanti and Buddha remained very close. I don't know why recently I've been mixing up Salva and Buddha's names. Maybe it's because of the B letter. But there we got here Buddha now, right behind Anti. It's the battle for P4 right now. It's getting really close. They both have the exact same tires, so they fitted at the same time for the mediums. And they might potentially still go for softs in the end, but I'm not really sure actually. The pit stops are not really that long, so it might be worth it. Although I think in turn 1 they make it a larger corner, so that might actually cost him some time in the pits. But yeah, this is the biggest battle right now. These are the 2 closest drivers on the grid. As we got a lot of big gaps here. We got between Mario and Gironi 10 seconds, and between Charge 18 and Carville was like 12 seconds I think. Then I saw this was in Kado like 12 seconds. Then the same there with Kuba and Giris. Then between Gretzing and Andres 21 seconds. How the hell did that happen? Those 2 were together at the beginning. They both pushed each other into the pits at the start. Oh my god, I'm seeing someone going backwards there. And it's Charge 18 once again. It's the 2nd time he does that on this race. Oh my god, pitting for him hasn't been the easiest of things. But yeah, right now he's sitting in P8, but he's lost a lot of time. He was almost out of the pits right there. Here we go. It's only 6 laps to go to the end of the race. You got here Anti in 3rd and Buddha 4th. And I think Sobo is pitted again. He has very new tires, but he has to climb up the grid once again. So let's see if he can recover it right now. Oh my god, Kuba is gonna push Sobo away. This might be very controversial, because this is helping Buddha right now. Oh, right now Kuba goes into the pits, but he slowed down Sobo. And that is very convenient for his teammate Buddha. But let's see right now. Sobo goes for the side of turn 2. Can he take the move there? This is very crucial for the championship, as you got Tenjuruni putting himself in the way right now. What can Sobel do? Here he goes for the switch back. And there he goes, Sobel up to P4. Because right ahead is Anti. They are certainly not pitting till the end of the race. But they all have very old tires right now. So Sobel is the fastest man on the track right now. And here he goes on his side of Anti to turn 2. Can he take the position there as he goes around the outside? And now they're going side by side still with each other. And here he goes, Sobel up to 3rd place. Can he catch up to Pumishes though? That should be the biggest question. Maybe a risk to stay out, as now we got still Anti and Buddha close to each other. But right now it's Hunandi, the creator of this track, leading the way. So he is taking that advantage pretty well. And use this to take the lead of the championship. I'm pretty sure he'll be the one leading the standings after this race. And then you got Pamushes with a very solid race once again on the podium. Then someone will have to third place, and I don't think he can catch them. And he's got here Buddha desperately trying to get past Sandy, but he hasn't managed to do that on this final state. And then we got also Marion Fries on slightly better tires, right now in P6. But everyone with really old tires, and Nandy's tires are dead. Pamushes tires are dead, but so with relative fresh tires here on the soft tires. But now it's the final lap of the race. I think Nandy's certainly gonna take the win, and I think he's gonna be second of the season. So there he goes now, Nandy making the final two corners, and then he's gonna cross the line to take the win on the Korean Grand Prix. Pamushes will take second place, and he's soloing third. As Antti, I think might take P4, as yeah, Buddha is too far away. And here he goes, Antti takes P4. Buddha was leading the standings, will take P5. Then Manifest will be in P6. Then his journey there in P7. That's quite an amazing finish for him. Ahead of Chargit, he has been quite unlucky on the pits. At least twice where he has to go backwards. On those two times, then it's Grandy here on the solo P9. Then it's Corvette there in P10. Then you got here, I saw this one, then it's Scalon, Rozim. Then it's Kubo, then Graf, Iris, Kletsi and Andres. Everyone is racing in no man's land at this moment. So actually the gaps are pretty big here. It was a very tricky track for overtaking, so the qualifying was certainly important. And strategy as well, and I think that's how Pamushes got second, because Sobel was second before he pitted for the last time. So I don't think it was worth it pitting. And it cost him one position. And it cost him 3 points at least, and all those 3 points could have been important. But we will see after I finish this video how the standings will look like, and I'm certainly gonna post them on the Discord. I have to, because yeah, to try and build the hype then for the final round. I'm actually very curious to see how will the standings look like. But that was the race today, so I hope you guys have liked it. I have to see who got the fastest up, and that was Sobel. And third place will take that extra point at least. But yeah, I think Antti will be the one the worst, with the worst chances, or of those who can still mathematically win. I think he's only in the top 4 at the moment. But I think Nandy will be the one leading the way. I think Buddha will still be in second, but Sobel might be very close to him. I think Antti will be in P4. That's what I'm thinking about. And yeah, this was the race from round number 9. Next round will be already the last one in Venezuela, in the Paradise track made by Buddha, so he might have the advantage there. And yeah, we might have a very, very epic title fight. And so yeah, I hope you guys have liked it, and see you next week.